All right. So one more time. I thought that the microphone was recording the whole time. I recorded a 7 minute. No, it was a 5 or 6 minute audio. It did not record. I'm such an idiot. But anyway, I'm doing it again. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I'm your host Sid, and I welcome you to the channel. The video is going to be about a question I looked up on the YouTube search bar, um, looking for topic ideas. And this question came through very interestingly. Why is Seiya in a wheelchair? Some of you know, some of you don't. So stick around, let's get this question answered.
Take me to Neverland.
Okay, so one thing before I start talking, spoiler alert, I will talk about major spoilers to the plot line of the universe of Saint Seiya. And if you haven't seen Saint Seiya the Hades chapters, or let alone the actual series, the original one, then I recommend you just click off this video and go watch that. But if you have seen it, or I mean, if you've seen up to a certain point, let's say, and you are eager to learn why Seiya is in a wheelchair, then continue watching. All right. So, getting into subject. After the battle with Poseidon, this is where the original anime, the classic anime, ends. The continuation, many years after, like maybe 15 to 20 years after, Kurumada decides to launch the Hades chapter Sanctuary. Then after the Hades chapter Sanctuary, we move on to the Hades chapter Inferno, where that's where they go into hell, or the netherworld is a better word, and they fight all the judges, all the Hades' henchmen, if you would. And then they destroy the Wailing Wall, and then they move on to the Elysium Fields. This is where the battle with Hades takes place. The five bronze saints protagonists make battle with the god of sleep and the god of I forget, two gods or minor gods that are with Hades there in the Elysium Fields. They obtain the spiritual armor, or God Clot. I'm gonna call it God Clot because their cosmos have evolved so much that they are able to transform their clots into like a divine clot is what I was looking for. So okay, they defeat these sub gods or minor gods, and then they battle against Hades. In this battle, by the way, Saori Kido, or Athena, finally does something, and I mean that finally with enthusiasm. She fights along her saints. She wears an armor because that's the whole purpose of Seiya wanting to go to the Elysian Fields, because he wanted to give Saori her armor to be able to fight Hades. So she gets her armor. They fight Hades. I don't want this video to be a 15-minute video. And then Hades is defeated. I think Hades wanted to destroy Earth by causing this sort of, eternal eclipse or something. I forget. Seiya defeats Hades. Of course, he's the protag. But victory is not like 100% success, right? There's a down. And this down is Seiya. Why? Hades actually curses Seiya. Because he defeated him, of course, and I will actually curse you. You will never use your cosmos again. Let's remember, Hades has this black sword. I wouldn't call it a physical sword because of the following reason. He stabs Seiya in the heart with the sword, but Seiya does not die. He just falls unconscious. And this has a meaning. I'll tell you in a second. Then, everything returns to normal. The eclipse, dissipates. It goes away. and everybody living a peaceful life in Earth. Not Seiya. Seiya is like out of it. Like he lost all reason. Like, what's wrong with Seiya? This is the opening to the overture OVA, OVA, where we see Asaori Kiro worried and nurse. Well, I was gonna say, it's kind of being like a nurse to him because he's actually crippled down to a wheelchair. And this is the part where they explain why Seiya is like that. So once again, getting back to the Hades sword, the sword is a spiritual sword, as far as I understand, as far as I read in the manga. A spiritual sword where he pierced Seiya's Pegasus's heart, pardon, and he said, "You will never use your cosmos again." So this sword kind of suppresses, I like that word, suppresses his cosmo to so strongly that Seiya can't even talk. He can't, he's like a crippled or a terminally ill patient, if you may, being reduced to this wheelchair. So you might say, okay, but hey, Sid, he just needs some time to recuperate, right? He's gonna get better, right? No, here's the thing: the sword is invisible. Yes, it's a spiritual sword. It's still, attached to Seiya's chest, for lack of a better word. It's still inserted in Seiya's chest. Hades' attack is, the sword is still inserted in Seiya's chest, and it's invisible. It's constantly suppressing his cosmos, so he cannot be a saint anymore. He can't even talk, let alone talk. So he is useless right now. That's why he is in a wheelchair. So there you have it, folks. That's the explanation why. They do explain this at the again, the overture OVA. The Sky Saga, is it? The Heaven Saga, where they fight. It's a movie, and they fight the Apollo. Just picture Abel with red hair so that you can have an idea what I'm talking about. I saw the movie. It was pretty cool. But we'll leave that for another video. And the opening of Next Dimension, which is the continuation. Some years ago, we thought that Overture, the Heaven Saga, was going to be the the continuation of the Hades Saga, but no. Kurumada said, I'm gonna continue it with Next Dimension. What's the plot of Next Dimension? Saori and Shun of the present, and that's important, of the present, they wish to help Seiya out by removing the curse, Hades' curse, by traveling to the past. Right? How crazy is that? By traveling to the past, and that's where Next Dimension starts happening. They meet the Gold Saints of the 17th century, I believe it is, 200 years prior. And that's the end of the video. So I'm sorry if I bored you with too much rambling. I really want to thank you. If you made it this far, hey, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Give me that thumbs up if you think I deserve that thumbs up. And at the same time, give me that subscription if you think I deserve that subscription. I plan to put out more videos like this in the future. With no further ado, my name is Sid. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.